Alright, so let's see here. We've got... I think it's a bad hand. I'm gonna have to mulligan. Also not a great hand, but I think we'll keep. So it looks like Tiger's Badger is also maybe a little late to the game, or they're just taking a long time to decide about their mulligan. So I don't have a fast hand, but we'll see. I think I'll keep that on top. Go ahead and run out an island. And maybe we'll be able to catch something with a Mental Misstep. So kind of a slow start to the stream, but looks like maybe we'll get going here. Kind of hope we're not playing, you know, Storm deck right now. Our hand's definitely not really set up to handle that at the moment. So Chalice on 1, it hits our Mental Misstep, but doesn't really hit anything else that I'm really worried about right now in my hand. So I could Wasteland this Ancient Tomb. I think I'll hold on to it so I can cast my True-Name. So Major Gamer, thanks for asking that question about building a deck with all flyers. If I see you kind of sent me, I think, a private chat. If you want to chat in the actual Twitch stream, I'm going to be able to see that a little bit better while I'm playing. And then I'll just try to, you know, talk through it. It's going to be a little bit harder for me to actually respond to you by texting. So the Sphere's a little bit rough. Looks like we're playing some sort of mud deck. Null Rod's looking pretty bad here. I don't really feel like running out the Cavern of Souls right now. And we're going to hold this Wasteland. If they try to Wasteland... So it'd be nice to draw something like a Silvergill Adept right now. That actually wouldn't be a bad target for the Phantasmal Image either. So just something to kind of build a board presence and kind of start fighting through the sphere resistance. Yeah, so it looks like somebody's... So Rich is streaming, somebody's playing Glee Mox, so... That is pretty bad. So, looks like someone's maybe taking advantage of the... there's a bug right now where I guess Glee Mox is unbanned in a couple formats on MTGO. So, I mean, it's a 0 casting cost artifact that taps for any color mana with no downside except that it's banned. But obviously, if there's a bug that lets you play it, then it's a super powerful card. So hopefully we don't have to deal with that. So Strip Mine, this is gonna be pretty bad. I think we're probably locked out of this game. They might just force the... So it looks like we're playing Ravager Shops. So maybe it would have been okay to run out that Null Rod last turn. I think we can run out a Cavern now. If I seem a little bit jittery on stream, I've been drinking some coffee. And usually I don't get very jittery, but for some reason tonight. So I could Wasteland their Wasteland. I think I might have to. So I imagine I might not get very many viewers tonight if Rich is streaming as well. So they don't have a whole lot of pressure, and they're dealing themselves some damage with the Ancient Tomb. And it looks like they're kind of a little bit locked out with that Sphere of Resistance. They can always sack it to the Arcbound. And they might... you know, their clock's not that high right now with a 1-1. At any time, they could sack the Chalice and the Sphere. And that would increase their clock pretty significantly. So unfortunately, the only thing we can actually cast right now is a Cursecatcher. So I kind of want to just draw into some land here. Dismember is pretty good. I think we sack it now. So hopefully they just don't draw into land and we draw into our land first. So that was an okay draw. So we got a clock going. They have an Ancient Tomb that's also kind of clocking themselves. So Tangle Wire kind of hurts. So how many? 4? So they'll be able to tap the Tangle Wire, Sphere, and Chalice. So that's going to hurt us for a little while.
Explore a world of mystery, adventure, and coconut-clad pirates.
So the Tangle Wire paired with the Wasteland. So Phyrexian Revoker. I kind of imagine next turn they're going to Wasteland. Keep us behind with the Tangle Wire and the Sphere.
So hurry to get your awesome Moana Kakamora action figure or floral charm bracelet today. Get one free for a limited time, only at Subway.
So a land draw would be great here. So there's a Wasteland. We could Wasteland their Wasteland. I think we do that. And then that way they're kind of forced to tap the Ancient Tomb if they want to cast anything. So they got us on a 6-turn clock, and we've got them on a 5-turn clock. And if they tap that Ancient Tomb, it just increases our clock. So they might just start holding that Phyrexian Revoker back. Another Arcbound would be bad here. So we're not going to be able to just swing in anymore. So we're not going to attack with the Cursecatcher, we're not going to block, so I might as well just tap that. So we're nowhere close to attacking with these, or ever casting these True-Name Nemesis. We will be able to Force of Will. Alright, so we're one more island away from so spells 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're still 1 mana away. So I think we just need to hold back. And just kind of hope we draw into a land. I'm still not sure that they can cast anything without the Ancient Tomb. They might not realize it, but we're in a pretty bad spot if they Wasteland. So, you know, we should have Force of Willed that. That was a big mistake. Aw, man. So I think we concede here. I like bringing in some Dismember. I don't think we need Null Rods. So maybe 1 Stifle and a couple Dismember. Could use Chain of Vapor, maybe get rid of a couple Mana Rocks. So that's not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and get a jacket real quick. I'm a little bit chilly. Alright, so I think we'll go with this. Definitely want to play first. So Cursecatcher. I think we'll keep. It's not necessarily a great hand, but it does have an answer for like a turn 1 Lodestone Golem. We have a Force of Will, Wasteland if they kind of keep a hand on, you know, just like a Mishra's Workshop or something. So I don't really want to run the Cursecatcher out because we need to be able to cast that Silvergill Adept potentially next turn. And I think if I need to force anything, I'd rather pitch the Cursecatcher and just hope to draw into another Merfolk to cast the Silvergill. So there's a workshop. So Thorn, non-creature spell. I think that's okay. And we are going to force... I think we'll let them keep the Mana Crypt actually, because now we can go Wasteland on their workshop. So do I run the Silvergill Adept out, draw a card, keep Cursecatcher, maybe Mental Misstep back up. I could Wasteland the Mishra's Workshop. I think I'm going to do that. And then hold up the island in case I need to Force of Will something. I think that's okay. I think we just kind of keep hating on their mana. We have a Dismember for the Arcbound. I could run out the Silvergill Adept right now. I won't have Force of Will mana up then. If I wait a turn, I'll be able to run out the Silvergill Adept and still have Force of Will. I think I'm not in a huge hurry. One, two, three, four. I could just kill the Arcbound Ravager right now too. It might actually get, if they're able to load this up as a 6/6, it might actually be hard to manage at some point. I think I do that. And then the next turn, depending on if they are able to play anything, I can go Silvergill Adept and a Cursecatcher. So I'm just kind of hoping that these two cards aren't anything too bad. They definitely have plenty of mana. Chalice on one's not too bad. Wasteland isn't bad when we have 3 islands. Cavern of Souls pretty good. So let us cast our Lord and Cursecatcher next turn. We still have Force of Will available with the island up. So I don't think we're in a bad spot right now. Alright, so I won that one through concession. So kind of odd. There was one more game to go. But I'll take the win, but you know, it's kind of unfortunate for Tiger's Badger. Maybe they had some other commitments or something.